Carlo, how are you?
When the phone goes in Mark Cruise's house these days, he knows it could be his hero.
Hey, Mr. Ancelotti, how are you?
Hi Mark, how are you?
The Everton manager, Carlo Ancelotti, who'd heard about Mark's fight against motor neuron disease, and so their friendship began.
Don't call me Mr. Ancelotti, call me Carlo.
Yeah, can I just clarify this? It's like going to Buckingham Palace and the Queen saying, "Just call me Liz."
No. We have more or less. I am older than you, but not too much.
Normally, you would think maybe your friends are having a laugh with you, but it was quite apparent immediately that it was Carlo Ancelotti. After he initially rang me, I sent him a bottle of wine to thank him. Well, then he rang back, completely unscripted. It helps because it lifts your spirits.
Hello, Carlo. I've just been to see Mark, your pal, and I'm in the lovely Lancashire countryside. But I'm guessing for you as well, you must get a lot from it, a chance to step away from the intensity of the season.
Yeah, we have. I have a good friendship with Mark. For me, it's a pleasure to talk to him because it's the only way that I can stay in contact with our Evertonian fans. All the time that we spent together, it was a funny time.
It's like two people who've known each other all their lives, talking about football and this, that and the other. And the minute Everton sort of got a whiff of something, they came and stood by me.
Most football clubs are at the heart of their communities, and many, like in Everton's case, physically so. They've grown up and evolved as part of the fabric here. But it will soon be a year since most fans were able to go to the grounds for their weekly gatherings, their routines, prompting managers and players during this lockdown to increase their efforts to reach out to the most vulnerable and isolated.
Did you do that one? Did you pick it up like that?
Yeah. Oh, man.
It's not just at Everton, also at Blackburn.
I'm really glad you scored that goal against Preston.
I think a lot of people were.
While at other clubs, players have been helping deliver food supplies at Portsmouth, Bristol Rovers and Wolves, where the manager has donated £250,000 towards this. While at Northampton Town, their dedicated loneliness officer, Bob Allen, has got Fan Audrey singing again.
The moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. I didn't tell my son I was feeling depressed, but oh boy I did, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to laughing. And I suddenly realised that all of the friends who were the same age as me, they'd all died. I had nobody to answer the phone to. Luckily, I found Bob. His voice came out of the iPad. Ah! And I've got to know Bob, and I'm so happy I do.
Water, good morning. It's Gary Mabbott speaking from...
No one has made more effort than the Spurs and England legend Gary Mabbott, who has spent the last 10 months making over 2,000 calls.
A lot of people didn't believe it was me. Some people just put the phone down on me. I had a call from a gentleman who thought it was his best friend who's a chemist, who just kept telling me, please, my wife needs her prescription, please get it delivered. The people that I'm talking to are actually in a lot better mood now. A lot of them have had the vaccines, they're not as worried as they were, but they're still very lonely. And so I think for anybody listening, if you've got family, friends, neighbours that you know of who are living on their own, give them a call and put a smile on their faces.
And these aren't one-off connections. For Mark and Carlo, there's a dinner date, when it's allowed.
I invited him at my house because I want to cook for him a good plate of pasta. I don't know if I am better as a chef or as a manager. We can talk about tactics.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll bring a bottle of wine.
Yeah.